Budget.
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 Budget. Budget.
Ever wonder what really powers the cities we live in? From the roads we drive to the schools we send our kids to, there's an invisible force funding it all: tax revenue. It's the financial backbone of our societies, quietly shaping our world. At its core, the concept is simple. Governments collect money from individuals and businesses, then invest it in the public goods and services that keep everything running. But beyond the simplicity lies a complex, high-stakes balancing act. The challenge? Ensuring the tax system is fair and efficient. Should the wealthy pay more? Should corporations contribute equally? And how do we stop those who avoid paying their fair share? Fairness lies at the heart of the debate. Progressive taxation asks those who have more to contribute more. But defining what's fair is where the real challenge begins. Add to that the global stage, where multinational corporations shift profits across borders, avoiding taxes, leaving governments with less to spend on their citizens. And with the rise of the digital economy, the game has changed once again. With every new innovation, governments are racing to catch up, developing policies and new systems to ensure that revenue keeps flowing, funding the future we all rely on. Beyond the taxes we all know so well, there's a hidden force quietly funding the world around us: non-tax revenue. From the trees in national forests to the terminals of our busiest airports, governments are turning their assets into revenue streams that fuel the public good. These sources of income are diverse and often go unnoticed. Governments lease land, charge fees for access, and even sell resources like timber. These activities transform public assets into revenue that funds education, healthcare, and infrastructure without raising taxes. Then there are state-owned enterprises, power plants, airlines, water utilities. These aren't just businesses, they're engines of public finance. When they succeed, their profits don't line the pockets of shareholders. They go straight back into the public purse. Even those small fines we hate, speeding tickets, parking fees, serve a dual purpose. They maintain order and discipline, but they also contribute millions to the budgets that keep our cities running. Like savvy investors, governments also play the markets. Through careful investments in stocks, bonds, and real estate, they generate income that reduces the reliance on taxes. Licenses and fees, whether it's getting your driver's license or registering a business, are part of the user pays system. It ensures that the cost of services is borne by those who directly benefit, lightening the load on taxpayers. Yet non-tax revenues come with challenges. Economic fluctuations, state enterprises' performance, and even investment success can cause unpredictable swings. And over-reliance on fees can hit the most vulnerable the hardest. Still, in the grand tapestry of government finance, these non-tax revenues are vital. They allow governments to keep services running, invest in the future, and ensure that society continues to thrive. Steering the ship of a nation's economy is no small task. Managing and collecting revenue isn't just about filling the government's coffers. It's a delicate balance of fairness, efficiency, and growth. In a world where every tax dollar has a purpose, optimizing revenue collection is the key to funding public services without stifling progress. At the heart of it lies fairness, ensuring that every individual and business contributes their share. It's not just about asking the wealthy to pay more. It's about building trust in a system where everyone plays their part. Like a community potluck, if everyone brings something to the table, society thrives. Efficiency is just as important. Imagine paying your taxes in just a few clicks, as easy as ordering your favorite book online. Today, governments are leveraging technology to make tax collection simpler, reducing bureaucratic red tape and encouraging compliance. Transparency is the glue that holds this system together. When people see exactly where their money's going, how it's funding schools, roads, and hospitals, they're more willing to participate. Public trust grows when governments are open about their fiscal plans and challenges. And with innovation comes a revolution in revenue collection. From big data to detect fraud to seamless electronic payment systems, the future of tax collection is smarter and more efficient than ever. But the ultimate key to optimizing revenue? Growth. As economies expand, so do the opportunities for public revenue. By fostering an environment for businesses to thrive, governments naturally increase their tax base without raising rates. In the digital age, technology is transforming everything, from how we communicate to how we shop. But there's a quiet revolution happening in a place few expected: tax collection. With the rise of digital platforms, paying taxes is becoming easier, faster, and smarter than ever before. Imagine filing your taxes with just a few clicks. No more endless paperwork or long lines at the tax office. Digital platforms now guide taxpayers step by step, reducing errors and making the process transparent, bringing clarity to a system long seen as complex. Behind the scenes, artificial intelligence and advanced data analytics are transforming how tax authorities manage and collect taxes. It's a game changer, streamlining processes, identifying fraud, and making sure everyone pays their fair share. And with the advent of electronic payment systems, settling your dues has never been easier. A few taps and it's done. No checks, no delays. Just quick, secure payments that improve efficiency for everyone involved. The future promises even more. With blockchain technology on the horizon, tax systems will be more secure, transparent, and fraud-resistant than ever before. Imagine a world where international trade and digital services are taxed seamlessly and accurately. This digital revolution is about more than convenience. It's about creating a fairer, more transparent system that benefits everyone. In the unpredictable world of public finance, managing revenue is a balancing act. One minute, the economy is booming. The next, a sudden downturn sends shockwaves. Governments must prepare for every twist and turn, like riders on a financial roller coaster. From taxes and state enterprises to natural resources, the streams that fund our public services are subject to volatility. Diversification is key. Just as investors spread risk, governments too must rely on a wide mix of income sources to weather the storm. But planning for the unexpected goes beyond predicting trends. It's about imagining the extremes and being ready for anything. By preparing for both the highs and the lows, governments can ensure that vital services continue no matter what the future holds. Building reserves in times of plenty creates a financial buffer for times of need. These funds protect against drastic cuts or sudden tax hikes, keeping public services running smoothly, even when revenues fall short. Flexible budgeting and stabilization funds provide agility, allowing governments to adapt and avoid the boom and bust cycles that can destabilize entire economies. Managing volatility isn't just about navigating uncertainty, it's about staying resilient. With foresight, smart planning, and the right strategies, governments can ensure they meet the needs of their people through every rise and fall. In a world as vast and diverse as ours, the greatest insights often come from looking beyond our borders. Every nation has a unique way of addressing the same universal challenges, from healthcare to education, from economic growth to sustainability. And by comparing these approaches, we uncover a world of lessons that can inspire new paths forward. Canada and the UK see healthcare as a universal right. Finland champions equality in education, where curiosity is nurtured and the pressure of exams is nearly non-existent. Meanwhile, Singapore's laser focus on math and science shapes a generation ready to compete in a global technological world. Denmark, a global leader in renewable energy, shows us that sustainability and economic growth can go hand in hand. Its ambition to be carbon neutral by 2050 is not just a dream, but a carefully crafted plan for a cleaner, greener future. South Korea, once war-torn and impoverished, is now a technological giant. Through strategic investment in education and industry, it's a model of how innovation and vision can transform an economy. Each of these countries offers a unique recipe for success, yet the true beauty lies in how we adapt and learn from each other's experiences. The lessons of one nation can inspire solutions for another, but only if we remain open to the exchange of knowledge.